Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome back. I call it the first week of the new year. How's everybody doing? Good to see you, Rich. Good to see you, Leah. Good to see everybody on social media. Wow, I'm telling you, yesterday, that Fubo, oh my God, what a great trade on Fubo. That thing just unbelievable, popped out of nowhere. Great move. It was a great pre-market run. And it's still pretty strong. I mean, obviously, everyone probably heard the news on it about Disney and the lawsuit and everything else. When you go back in history and look at the Fubo, how far it was. I mean, this thing was all the way up in the 60s and 50s. It could be, listen, it's starting to turn as a good swing trade. Funny thing is, I got to tell you a funny story. So my son's a wrestler, and they do something in wrestling called the whiteout, right? And what they do is all these, it's like their big homecoming in football, let's just say, in wrestling. So make a long story short, he did a competition yesterday and he was able to get into the whiteout, which is super exciting. He wanted to be in this thing. He's only a sophomore. He beat out a junior. So, and it was the only match for him to get into, to do it. So the coach gave it to him. So anyway, point to the story is all those kids dye their hair blonde, for this match. Okay. For this whiteout. So I had to call my the hair salon, the hairdresser that does all our hairs, and he had to get his hair bleached. He goes, "Oh, Fausto, it's funny you call me. I own this Fubo," because he's the one I always talk about with stocks. He goes, "I own this Fubo. I've had like 5,000 shares for everything." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "How much money did you make on that trade?" He's like, "Well, you do the math. 5,000 shares I had for almost like 6 months. So stock has obviously been hovering right around $1 and stuff. He did pretty well for himself." I'm like, "Wow, pretty good trade for a hairdresser. My God, I've been making that much money cutting hair." He's like, "Hell no." So anyway, he was super excited, super stoked. But we did really well on it too yesterday. I mean, yesterday pre-market, I posted out there. I said 8:30, right around 220. Everyone popped out at around $5. So even if you got 1,000 shares, I did pretty well on. I know a lot of people here did pretty well on it, but that was just one of several that were out there. There's a bunch of other stocks out there. We did pretty well. I want to talk about MSTR. That thing did unbelievable. Now, I know that a lot of us can't afford MSTR. I know you're not going to want to trade MSTR, but the MSTRX was the stock, was the play. So this stock, you could see it was all the way up in November. The ETF was as high as 220. Thing got destroyed. I'm really pissed because I really wanted to buy it. I didn't know it went all the way down to 30. I ended up buying it yesterday. I got in right around here. I got in right around $50, right around there. So it did run all the way up to here to 60. So I know some of us did pretty well on that one too. That was the ETF. So I actually did a swing trade on that stock. So Bitcoin did really well yesterday. We busted through 100. Great move on that stock. Also, another stock that did really well. Did you guys see my video that I did on YouTube? That I posted up, and on Instagram, TikTok on NVIDIA. NVIDIA took out that huge 2 million share order at 150. Listen, if you didn't watch the video, go watch it. You could see that limit order get filled. If you're watching on social media, you guys should have been watching it. Just please, all we ask, like it, leave a comment, and share it, okay? Specifically, the more you share, the more it helps us out. I'm out there showing you these great things. Go out there and tell everyone. When I do these events on Thursday, these open houses, everyone's like, "Why people don't talk more about level 3 and level 4?" Well, you know what? You go out there and you talk about it. Go out there and tell everyone about it because it's very important. Anyway, NVIDIA did great yesterday. You could have traded the ETF and so on. That one did well. Couple other stocks also I want to touch upon are this one right here, REKR. That one did great, $1.80 at 250, and so on. Now, with the news that's going on, I don't know if everybody's been watching. And listen, I know some people like TV, some people don't, but there's been a lot of talk going on with Zuckerberg and with the new administration, with Trump coming in. Obviously, I don't know if these guys are two faces or what. 1 minute they're like, they're shadow banding and doing all this stuff. Now he wants to team up with him. You saw with Musk, but I don't know. Apparently, there's been something going on with free speech, and Trump's a big free speech guy, and with all this you know, censoring and all that. He wants to team up with them. Another big news came out regarding about something about the UFC fighting, and the parent company is its TKO stock, which, by the way, is just doing phenomenal. That stock, just unbelievable. I don't know. He wants to get involved. It could be a good swing trade. Want to keep an eye on that one too. There's a couple of big events. WrestleMania is coming up, but once again, keep an eye on the TKO trade, and also because President Trump is very, very good friends with Danny White, that runs the whole thing. And UFC, obviously, I'm a big fan of UFC. I know a lot of people freaked out about it, but, as boxing. But, yeah, this thing is definitely taking over boxing by 10 times older. So he's a big UFC fan. I would keep an eye on this TKO. I'm going to put this on the watch list, by the way, TKO. I know it's a little expensive, but it's looking pretty strong. Anyway, a couple other stocks that are also moving. Let's see what's happening this morning. So we have a couple of good movers this morning. We got this, that's the warrant anyway. Anyway, HOTH, nice little stock, very inexpensive, nice little move, 80 cents, went to $2. Once again, don't be nervous to trade stocks that are at $1 to $5. I know people freak out about it, but you know what? You saw what happened with Fubo, all right? By the way, Fubo, I got to put back on the watch list. I totally forgot to put that back on it. FUBO. Put that back on the watch list. Another one that's moving up pretty well today, IMRX. Very nice little movie here, $2.50 to $5. Stock is moving really well. Let me just check on the orders. IMRX. Let's just see what we got going on here. I'm just looking on the right of the chart. You got a couple of orders here around $4.60 and $4. Okay, so not really a big trend. MSAI, all these AI stocks are moving. MSAI. By the way, does everybody know what today is? Today at 11 o'clock, we have our podcast, our famous The Cyber Trader podcast. And we have MJ from Microsoft, and he's going to talk about AI. You do not want to miss this event. We're going to broadcast it live on social media. We might be able to showcase it on Instagram if you watch Instagram, but mainly on YouTube. Everyone's got to log into YouTube. Everyone here in the Cyber Group room is going to go into YouTube. You're going to love it. Don't want to miss this interview that I'm going to be doing with this guy. So we've been trading a lot of the AI stocks. They've been doing great. Let's go out there and see what the whole story is and the future of AI. So that is going to be today at 11 o'clock. I did post it out there. So anyway, you could see a lot of these stocks we've been trading frequently, and they've just been doing great. So why are they doing so well? Well, this guy MJ might explain it, why, and what we have to look out for. This I'm going to throw on the watch list too. The spread's a little big though. I would be a little cautious, and it's starting to trend down. Not really what we're really looking for, but this is something a little bit better, but the spread is disgusting. That's the issue with this one right here. And this one looks pretty good right here. ANVZ. Let me go check out the orders on this one right here. INVZ. Yeah, nice little push on this stock right here. Got a couple of big orders here around $3. This one's not bad. I like this one a little bit better than the other ones. Nice trend, big resistance there. You can see it right there at $3, right? Oh, no, $2.60. There's a couple orders out there, not a lot. Let me show you what we got going on over here so you guys see it. See it right there? There's the 3, but the $2.60. Looks like the guy got done on $3.60. Maybe it'll break out. That one's not bad. What else we got here? This one's a buyout. What's going on X, by the way? I've been hearing so much talk about X. Yeah, put X on the watch list too. U.S. Steel has been all over the news about what happened, that Biden busted the whole deal with Japan and stuff like that. It's been starting to make a little bit of comeback. When you hear chatter on TV, it's just more advertisement. Also, I want to put on GameStop. Did everybody watch the video on what Josh did yesterday on YouTube on GameStop? If you have not watched it, go there and watch that video. He did about a 7-minute video talking about GameStop. All right, we're putting that one on the watch list also. That one did really well. Roy and Kitty is definitely all over it. Listen, it's been moving. What's nice about this stock, it's been moving nice and slow since November. It's been $22. It's already at 32. That's a 33% move. That's not a bad move for a nice little swing trade. Losers, nothing there in the losers. We got a nice little move on this Getty Images. I hate that company, by the way. But Just because I hate the company doesn't mean I'm not going to trade it. But Getty's look like it's moving up pretty nicely. And that pretty much does it. Yeah, X still prob Trump's wall. Well, listen, you know what? He's going to have to do something. I mean, they're talking more and more about it over and over again. So we'll keep it. We're going to put those on a watch list. All right, guys. So let's get ready for the market opened up. We got phase 3 that's going on today. So if you are in phase 3, if you're a gold and platinum student, we're going to pick up. This is the new cycle of the phases. So we'll see you there. Also, the podcast. Don't miss that one with Microsoft. Don't want to miss that. And then we have another podcast tomorrow with Bo. We're talking about meditation, trading meditation. So I know we had him on the Cyber Expo last month. So we're going to do a podcast with him. So we got a packed week this week. All right. Everybody, if you're watching on social media, take your phone. You can scan the QR code. We're here all day. You can join our professional trading room. We're going to be doing live audio broadcasts all day. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Like us. And don't forget today at 11 o'clock, the podcast. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. Appreciate it. We'll see you in about 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll pick up. And if I won't be here for the morning meeting. Josh and Rich will take care of it. For the other ones that are going to be in class, we're going to be doing phase 3. See you then, everybody. Happy trading and trade safe.